Welcome into today's Varsity Soccer broadcast. I'm Wright Hilbert alongside Edison Palumbi here for a rivalry matchup here on Christopher's. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we should be in for a good one.
Yeah, these are two teams who went very deep in the state tournament last year. The Saints obviously won it, but both teams lost a lot of seniors over the summer, so two very different looks, and it's going to be a good one to watch.
So the Cougars going to kick us off here. That's number 11, Quentin Sullivan. We're underway here on Massey Field, St. Christopher's.
Yeah, Ben Smith starting between the posts for the Saints. Here's an early look for Collegiate, but it's going to be cleared out.
Charles Nolde, number 13, the captain for the Cougars, been a huge asset for Collegiate over the past few years, been vital to their soccer program, and as you see him here, he's looking to make an impact today.
Yeah, Bashara fighting him. It's going to be a foul, so a free kick coming for Collegiate.
George Culp to take this one. Excuse me, looks like that'll be Quentin Sullivan.
Leading the attack for the Saints today is going to be Jack Bleacher, number 9. You see him lined up behind Sullivan. He's been very impressive this year. Scored a hat trick in the Saints' last game here at Massey Field. Is that into the box? Going to challenge Ben Smith, but he's going to come up with the recovery.
19, Tom Myers there, another captain for the Cougars. Had a good look at goal with the header, but Ben Smith scoops it up for the Saints.
Saints going away from their traditional 3-5-2 today. Looks like just a normal 4-3-3.
That's Campbell Stalker with the ball, number 19.
Charlie Hudson, the senior captain. He's going to try to get a long ball to Bleacher, but couldn't control it, so it'll be repossessed by the Cougars.
Cougars already had the majority of the possession time early on today.
Joshua Parker gives it to Peter Hartman.
Big cross from the Cougars.
It's going to be reclaimed by Smith.
Saints bench, everybody standing up, looking like they're ready to get in the game at any second. Coach Jay Wood has done a great job with this program over the past 20-plus years, I believe.
Yeah, Smith sends it deep, but looks like it'll just go out of bounds for a collegiate throw. But St. Christopher has been one of the most dominant programs in Virginia, or not only in Virginia, in the country. Is in some coaches' polls, they got up to top 20 in the country this season, and they have fallen down with a couple of draws and then a loss to Cape Henry in their last game. But still, Coach Wood has done a very impressive job. As here's Matt Sovich, dispossesses Collegiate in a dangerous position. Bashara, cross in for Bleacher! Cross is a bit off, but it's repossessed by the Saints, and that shot is going to be off target. That was Jackson Carlin who took it.
Neil Myers, Thomas Ward, senior goalkeeper for the Cougars here to boot things off of them. Good showing here from the Saints fans, and you can expect a whole lot more to come out here for this rivalry matchup.
Yeah, once teams start getting out of practice, they'll probably start showing up to this, and then a lot of them probably going to move on to the volleyball game over at St. Catherine's, where they're taking on Collegiate. But here's another good run for the Cougars. Physical play there, but no foul called. Would have given Collegiate a free kick in a very dangerous position as Bleacher tries to run down the long ball, but does lose the foot race.
man to watch today for the Saints. He's new to the squad this year, number 19, Campbell Stalker. Looking at a few D1 colleges, and definitely going to serve an impact today here for the Saints.
There's a really nice press from Stalker there. Causes Collegiate to go back to the keeper. Really nice job from Bashara, but he can't win back the possession. There's going to be a goal kick for the Cougars.
Ball movement here by the Cougars, but Matt Sovich breaks things up.
Yeah, really nice design there to try to isolate the fullback alone on the wing, but there's a really nice ball from Ben Smith up to Bashara, but just a bit long. And once again, it'll be a goal kick for Collegiate. Smith being very aggressive with those long balls so far in this game. Here's a good run for the Cougars, but a really nice job by Beckett Schofield to get a foot on that ball into the box. Charles Nord, Bashar with the block. It'll be a corner for Collegiate, their first real opportunity of this game.
Cougars looking to put the first points on the board here with this cross. Quentin Sullivan to kick things off for them.
Sullivan into the box. It's going to be a bit long. And not sure what that shot was from Tom Myers. It looked like he tried to chip it in from essentially on the goal line. But it'll be a goal kick for St. Christopher's.
Yep, Saints have had have been able to flip between their goalies throughout the year, between Ben Smith and Dougie Boardman. Both have served great roles in the goal and made some big plays down the stretch.
Smith sends it deep for Grayson to Cosmo. Loses the aerial battle, but St. Chris will retain possession there. Here's a good run for Collegiate. Joshua Parker somehow dribbles almost the entire Saints defense, but finally tripped up there and will be retained by St. Christopher's.
Yeah, great take from Parker there, using some skill moves to get around the Saints defenders.
As that was a pretty dangerous pass there, as Sovich nearly intercepted it and would have had an open look on goal. Bashara has his pass deflected. Charles Nord, I think he was going for goal there, but it was blocked, and that's going to be a foul.
Ben Smith again, been able to showcase his big leg so far this game. Tries to get that Stalker.
Kellen Welch for DeCosmo, but his pass is a little bit off. And here's a good run, but Welch does hold him back, and Smith will clear it out near the Collegiate bench for a throw.
Pretty slow game so far. Both teams had a fair amount of the possession. I'd say Collegiate probably 60-40. Saints defense holding strong, especially that back line.
It's a really nice move there from Nolde. Dribbles another man. Really impressive display of technical ability. That's going to be a foul. So far, Collegiate's done a really good job at isolating those fullbacks and getting it into positions where they don't have numbers. So you could look for Coach Wood to switch to a 3-5-2 here to just get that extra defender back there and not put as much pressure on those fullbacks defensively. Not sure why they're redoing that. That'll be sent into the box. I think that was Nolde who got a head on it, but it's going to be off target. It'll be a throw, or it'll be a goal kick, for St. Christopher's.
Great awareness from Nolde there on the cross. He seemed to be all over the field today. 10.5 minutes in this game, nothing on the board yet. Saints defense again, though, looking really strong thus far.
Yeah, Collegiate's really been dominating the possession, and especially the field position battle. Is St. Christopher's really not had any good looks on goal other than one cross from Bashar to Bleacher.
Captain Grayson DeCosmo. Take this.
DeCosmo whips it in for Charlie Hudson. Really nice ball there from Grayson DeCosmo, and great positioning from Hudson, but on a cross from that far out, it's really hard to get a good hit on it with the header, and unfortunate for them as that could have been an incredible goal.
Yeah, great draw there by Coach Wood. Charlie Hudson was in the right spot at the right time, just couldn't execute.
That was the first really good look of the game from St. Christopher's. As Welch misses on the header, but Beckett Schofield is back to retrieve it.
Aggressive press there by Sullivan. It'll work out in the Cougars' favor. So the biggest crowd here on Massey Field here for the Saints for the whole season, as expected for this rivalry game. And as I mentioned earlier, you can expect a lot of the football players and some of the other athletes to come out and support towards the second half of this game.
Really nice defending there from Jackson Carlin as he tries to get it up for Bleacher.
Good work there from Culp to get it to Nolde, who gets past Welch.
Cross in, going to be cleared out. Nolde. Really nice defending there from Stalker. It's going to be a corner. Oh no, they'll give a goal kick for the Saints.
Some of the most vocal I've ever seen, number 6, Stephen Bashar. He's a pretty reserved guy, but he was letting the ref hear it after that.
Smith once again sends it deep.
Rhodes Nooner there for the Cougars.
It was a really nice ball. Nolde one-on-one with Smith. His only defenders to beat, and wow! What a job from the St. Christopher's defense as Evan Broughton got the initial block, and then the header from Nolde taken in by Ben Smith. What a job there as the Saints somehow keep this game scoreless.
That was ridiculous. Ben Smith, way to get back into the goal. He was out of position originally there, but good adjustment made. And, yeah, Nate Broughton there. Just one of the best defensive plays I've seen in a while. Hopefully Saints can get some momentum out of that outstanding defensive play. You may see that in the top 5. It's got to be a top 5 nominee, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. It's another good run for Collegiate. Really nice cut from Joshua Parker. That's going to be out, and it will be a goal kick for the Saints.
Saints defense looking really strong today. Just been unable to really get their ball on their side of the field as much as they would have wanted. But held down by 2 seniors, Grayson Beckett Schofield and Kellen Welch. Done an outstanding job so far today. Ben Smith to kick it. Good header there by Campbell Stalker, but looks like we'll have a dead ball. Cosmo to take it for the Saints. Saw a almost goal from Charlie Hudson on the same positioning a few minutes ago.
Up in the air, Welch wins back the header, and it's a goal for the Saints. Not sure how it got in there, but deflects off someone, and St. Christopher's is going to take a 1-0 lead here in the 18th minute.
Looks like they called it maybe offsides there. Bleacher could have been in front of the last Cougar defender. So that'll be waved off. But good awareness from Bleacher, and Welch with a good idea on the header there. So we'll stay even at 0s. Physical play there by number 8, Cade Cox, a sophomore. Was on the squad last year as a freshman, and he's the man to watch in the coming years.
Bashar is going to clear it up and out of bounds. Stalker for Welch. Inaccurate pass, and it's a good run now for Collegiate. So Joshua Palmer tried to get in, and physical play as he shoves down to Cosmo, but can't complete the dribble.
It's Jackson Carline. Another one of those Strikers players. Excuse me, Richmond United players. Just recently committed to James Madison.
Really impressive display of technique by George Culp. Noldy.
Noldy to the corner. Good defensive play there from Beckett Schofield. Steve Machar working the outside all game, and Steven has done a good job blocking down Noldy.
That cross sent into the box. Ball's up. Smith clears it out. Palmer over the goal. And the Saints just barely escape.
Another great example of the Saints defense holding strong there in a scary position. So good awareness by the defenders and sort of fortunate to get away with not letting up a goal there.
Here's a good look for Collegiate as they have some pretty good numbers. Goes for goal, but it's going to be blocked by Schofield. Ball's still free. It will be out of bounds for a Collegiate throw.
Carson Stalker now just subbed into the game for the Saints.
Quentin Sullivan tries to get into the middle of the box to be cleared out.
Carson Stalker, the only freshman on this varsity squad and brother of Campbell Stalker, who we mentioned earlier, number 19. Good brotherly connection there.
As Bashara will win back a corner, or excuse me, a goal kick for St. Christopher's. So we're over halfway through this first half.
Bashara will sub out for the Saints. Bring in number 5, Tyler Overstreet. He's got a big task ahead of him, guarding Oldie on the outside here. Good movement here from the Saints.
As Collegiate does win it back. Just looking to say Hartman was fouled there by, I think they call Jackson Carlin.
Looking for Noldy again.
Is Schofield just going to clear it out. It'll be a corner for the Cougars.
Once again, Quentin Sullivan to take it. You can watch out for 13. Noldy's made this play in the past.
Sullivan's corner in, going to be cleared out by Schofield. And Sullivan will retain the possession. He'll send it in again for Hartman. Welch. Nice technical display from Evan Broughton. That ball going to be a little bit too far for Cox and be a Collegiate throw. Noldy.
Using speed there. Noldy's just very versatile on the outside.
Tries to get the ball in for Hartman, and Smith will take it in.
Yeah, bold move there from Smith, but gets there just in time.
So it looks like Smith limping a little bit. Not sure what happened. Looks like he's good now, though. Might have just gotten clipped when he took out Hartman. His poor passing there is going to lead to a Collegiate throw. Really nice press here from the Saints.
Yeah, and Edison, if you're Coach Wood, any adjustments to make here specifically to get the ball on their side of the field? I mean, it seems like Saints have been playing defense all game.
So they started this game out in a 4-3-3, and we've seen a little bit of it, but I think they need to try to go more towards that 3-5-2 that they ran for the majority of this season, as not only does it give the wingbacks more help defensively having that third center back out there, you can let them be more aggressive in the attack, knowing that if they make a mistake, there's still 3 center backs back there compared to 2, and the Saints have 2 very good offensive fullbacks, and I think they can definitely make an impact here.
Absolutely. So just over halfway in this first half. And the Saints defense has held their own.
As that through ball is going to be a little bit off, and it'll be a throw, or excuse me, a goal kick.
Good touch there by our sideline correspondent, Hayden Regan. Taking pictures on the day. He's multitasking, got pictures and sideline reporting. We'll send things down to him eventually, but again, he's staying active on the sideline for us.
Schofield. Steven Bashar is checked back in. Matt Sovich to Hudson.
Good idea there from Hudson to advance things to Sovich. Just barely went out of bounds on him.
Hudson with the press.
Saints have been playing pretty aggressive today. I think that's leading to a lot of fast break opportunities for the Cougars, as you see here.
Smith once again sends it deep.
Looks like Tyler Overstreet has shifted all the way over to the opposite side of where he was earlier.
Yeah, they moved Overstreet onto the right, brought Bashar in, and they're giving Broughton a rest.
Yep, so as you see there, adjustments are being made by Coach Wood, trying to make the squad as successful as possible here. Cougars have a push.
Bad tackle there from Sutton Olison as Hartman had a look on goal, but a really nice job there from Ben Smith as he is down.
Yeah.
It looks like he's all good now, though.
Ben Smith has been really aggressive throughout this whole game.
Yeah.
Just attacking that ball as fast as he can. And I mean, you see that 0 on the scoreboard, and he's been successful. A lot of hustle out of him, but it is good to know as a Saints fan that they've got the depth that they need. They got Dougie Boardman playing just behind Ben Smith, both juniors, and as I mentioned earlier, they've shown what they can do throughout the whole year.
Yeah, the Saints definitely have 2 really strong keepers, and Coach Wood can't go wrong with either one of them. Schofield to Bashara. St. Christopher's throw.
Yep, good slide there from Nolde.
Someone who the Saints could be looking to make an impact in this game is Jack Bleachers. He's really not been invisible so far to start this game off, but he's been their leading goal scorer this year, and their offense runs through him as he gets it here. Noldy, a really nice slide tackle there from Sutton Olison.
Yeah, it's fun to see some of these JV kids come up throughout the years.
The Cosmo. It's going to be a collegiate throw, but what were you saying about the JV guys?
Yeah, I mean, just based off last year's JV squad, it's fun to see a lot of these kids or younger athletes getting time on this varsity squad, like Matthew Noble, Sutton Olson, Tyler Overstreet. I mean, they all played huge roles on the really successful JV squad last year, and to see them make that transition to the varsity team and continue to be successful it's good to see for the Saints soccer program. Scully there, trying to get it to Noldy. See Mashara again. Saints going to try to keep this ball off the ground.
As Hudson does win it back. Sends it deep, but they had no chance of ever recovering that, as it'll go out for a St. Christopher's throw now as some subs come on for both sides.
So Overstreet to throw things back in play for the Saints. Looking for Charlie Hudson there, who just subbed in. Yeah, and St. Chris just really trying to take advantage of their possession time here. These last few minutes of the first half.
That was a bit of a dangerous play there, as when Carlin sent it into the box, the keeper almost came out too far and had to go over his head. Here's a good run for the Saints. Stalker goes for goal, and what a save, and it'll be repossessed. Incredible job there from Thomas Word, as looked like a sure goal for Stalker.
Yep, again, he's the man to watch out for for the Saints offense. Great attack by Stalker there. Just a better save by Thomas Ward.
Here's a good look for Collegiate.
Working things to the outside, Sullivan.
Smith with a diving save. It'll be cleared out by Stephen Bishara. Incredible job there. Now another cross in. Schofield sends it up into the air, and it will be won back by Stalkers. The Saints are going to look to counterattack here. Matt Sovich for Stalker, who's going to go to the ground, but no whistle.
Love to see that from Stalker. No complaints. Gets right back up and right back into the play.
Carlin, great run here for Sovich. Carlin can't get there on really nice design on the through ball.
Yeah, looks like he got tripped up there on the push. But that's what you want to see out of the Saints offense. Just carrying their momentum from the defensive end and going as hard as possible offensively, especially on those fast breaks. Those counterattacks. Charles Noldy going 1-on-3.
He's been so impressive this game. So now a foul is going to be called.
Stalker here may have positioning on the counterattack.
Stalker goes for goal, and it's a goal for the Saints.
Campbell Stalker run to the corner there, finds the bottom left corner on Thomas Ward, gets the Saints on the board 1-0. Great work from him, the Richmond United player, coming over for the Saints this year, playing a senior year for St. Christopher's. You'd love to see that.
Yeah, really nice shot there. Took on 2 defenders and the keeper and still manages to get it in the back of the net.
So Kellen Welch and I believe that's number 9. That's Jack Bleacher to sub in for the Saints. Jack Bleacher, again, has done a great job offensively for the Saints. Him and Campbell Stalker have looked great all year. Bleacher had a game with a hat trick, and he's been really successful on the offensive end. So despite the lack of possession, St. Christopher's up 1-0 on the board. I mean, just the conversion rate here for the Saints offense is just gorgeous.
Something interesting to watch here is the Saints have moved Bleacher onto the wing this game. As earlier this year, he had been playing as a striker, but he's moved on to that left wing now with Sovic occupying the striker spot and DeCosmo on the right. Broughton.
Great ball there from Matt Sovic.
DeCosmo in for Jack Bleacher. Hudson, he goes for goal, and it's just over the bar.
Yeah, just great ball movement from the Saints there. I haven't seen that a lot today, but starting with that pass from Matt Sovic, and then the cross from DeCosmo, just that's what you want to see if you're a Saints fan. Just the level of intensity and ability to get that ball across the field efficiently is what you want to see.
Yeah, that was the best build-up they've had all game. Gorgeous football there. Here's a good run. Sovic tries to win the foot race, but can't get there as this is going to be sent over the head of Sullivan and out of bounds. Approaching the end of this first half. Collegiate been more dominant in the possession, but St. Christopher's are the ones with a 1-0 lead. Campbell Stalker at a goal. That's all we've seen on the scoreboard so far.
Good press there from Bashara.
It's going to be a throw for the Saints.
It's been a very active matchup throughout the game. Also been really even. Bashara and Nolde going at it.
Tried to get it in for Stalker, but it's going to be cleared out. And St. Christopher's throws. We are now in the 40th minute of this one.
Cougars may have a push here.
Welch does a really good job to clear it off and at least temporarily shut down Collegiate's attack.
That will go out of bounds and be a throw for the Saints. Cross in from Carlin. It's going to be intercepted. Schofield. Bleacher wins it back. Stalker.
Stalker beats 2 there, but quickly stripped away. Bashara again on defense for the Saints.
Cross in. It's going to be deflected by Schofield. Nice run there from Joshua Parker.
Schofield been really quick to react to the Cougars' crosses. That's second or third time today he's been able to get to that ball while it's in the air through a cross.
Sent in. Schofield will clear it out. Physical play there, but no foul in the box. Really nice tackle from Bashara, and the Saints have a good counterattack.
Little chip there to Bleacher from Sovic.
Bleacher to Sovic. It's Matt Sovic, tries to cut it back, but really nice job by Collegiate to stop the break, and at the end of the day, will be a throw. Subs come on now.
Yeah, and that's the man you want to see on the attack for the Saints. Matt Sovic able to show his speed, and when he's in the open, he's a problem.
That's going to go out. Be a St. Christopher's throw. More subs come on now. Looks like it's Tyler Overstreet coming on as Bashara will exit. And you have to imagine this first half not going to last very much longer.
Very few dead balls in this first half and stoppages. Good work there from Stalker. He's done it all today.
His Bleacher is going to commit a foul. Schofield clears it out. Collegiate trying to look for one last push before the half. Nolde. Hartman.
Bleacher, good footwork there. Keeps the ball in bounds.
Parker.
Saints really just need one more stop here till we get to the half.
Is Bleacher going to look for a counterattack now? It's Max Mumford, his first action. And there's a man in the clear. As missed opportunity there as Daniel Kehoe had a one-on-one with the keeper and didn't even get a shot.
Looks like Culp stopped him up a little bit there on the push, and Thomas Ward, enough awareness just to get to that ball.
Surely this first half has to come to an end soon, as here's an error by Collegiate, but Bleacher couldn't capitalize. His weighted through ball for Nolde going to be over the touchline, and it'll be a St. Christopher's throw. Are we going to have any halftime interviews, right?
I believe so. I think Hayden's going to maybe go to the student section here for a brief interview with a few fans. That'll be coming up at halftime.
As that will do it for your first half. 1-0 St. Christopher's off the goal from Campbell Stalker, and we will have an interview with Hayden Reagan down on the sidelines, and we will be back for your second half.
Say test. Set. Test, test. All right, say it again.
You better go this year, Harris.
Hello and welcome back to the second half here. St. Christopher's with a 1-0 lead on a goal from Campbell Stalker. That's all we've seen so far on the goal scoring side, but some incredible goalkeeping from both sides. Is now Ben Smith has been sent to the bench for Dougie Boardman, so interesting choice after Smith had a really incredible first half. The Cosmo. Here's a good run for Collegiate. Andrew Ascoli. Is Collegiate here. They've dominated the possession this game. That's a really nice move from Hartman. Sullivan. Cross into the box for Noldy. Going to be cleared out. And it's going to be over the touchline for a St. Christopher's goal kick. Boardman slipped on that goal kick, but will still be repossessed by, it'll be repossessed by Collegiate. Joshua Parker tries to dance, but it will be cleared out and Collegiate will get it back. Poor pass there. Stalker for Charlie Hudson. Hudson tried to get it to DeCosmo, but the through ball was a little bit off. Noldy. It's an incredible display of technical ability from him, but really nice defense by two Saints defenders, and it'll be a throw. So over the touchline for Collegiate throw. Sovich leaves it for Bleacher. Jack Bleacher for Stalker. So the ball is sent long, but it will be taken in by Ward. Sullivan. Incredible defense from Evan Broughton. Hudson tries to split two defenders of the pass. And interesting foul call there. Did not look like much contact.
Broughton now to throw in. Back to the Cosmo to throw it in.
Broughton gets it into Hudson. His header, the stalker, is going to deflect off of him, but it will be taken back in by the keeper. Carline. Poor pass there. It's going to be a St. Christopher's throw. Stalker. Collegiate wins it back, and a foul is going to be called. And a yellow will be handed out to, I believe it was Jackson Carlin was the one who was booked. So he's going to need to be careful. As Boardman takes in that long cross.
Saints offense seemed to be a lot stronger this second half. Been a lot more active than they were.
As that is going to be in the back of the net. Jack Bleacher with the goal, and it's 2-0 St. Christopher's now, as they're really in the driver's seat.
Jack Bleacher taps it in for the Saints. That's the aggression you're looking for.
As St. Christopher is now up 2-0 in the is the scoreboard not updating, or was that called offsides?
I believe that was a goal. Saints celebrated, and Collegiate took that kick in midfield. So I believe, yeah, there it is, 2-0 Saints. And that's the momentum shift you're looking for. As we mentioned, Saints offense just had no time for possession, and the fact that they tapped that one in there to get up too early here in the second half is vital. Cougars in a good spot here.
Goes for goal, and it's going to be just wide of the left post.
Tom Myers there, the captain for the Cougars. Physically imposing. He's one of those dudes that you just know is a man to look out for on one of those crosses. He can get on top of a header with ease, I'm sure. Stalker again with the header. Goes to Cade Cox.
As it's going to be cleared out by Myers.
Broughton to throw it in for the Saints.
Stalker tries to win it back, but can't win the race for it. Word
has been very vocal this game, especially being able to watch him close. He has a good control over this Cougar defense.
So that long ball will be taken in by Dougie Boardman.
With Boardman coming in the second half, you have to wonder the reasoning behind it. I mean, Ben Smith did really all he could in that first half, and he did look shaken up on a few events, but again, it's beautiful to have this type of depth for the Saints.
Here's a shot just wide. Really nice attempt there from, I believe, number 23, George Culp.
Look at Cade Cox winning the ball there despite the height mismatch.
Hudson goes down, and Bashara will win it back. So Boardman going to send that one over to the bench. So it's Collegiate throw. Stalker. Wow. Really impressive technical ability from Campbell Stalker.
Yeah, what a spin move from him, but he's down on the field right now.
We will go to break as Robin Eldridge goes out to check on Stalker.
back here.
Here's Sovich. Matt Sovich had an angle, but looks like they're going to call. It's going to be a yellow card on Collegiate. I believe that was Neil Myers booked. So I'm just now noticing Collegiate does have 2 players wearing number 1 on the field. That's interesting. Didn't know that was allowed.
So Schofield will take it for the Saints. Cougars have that 4-man wall. I've seen this a few times throughout the season. These varsity soccer teams like to put their smallest men on the wall. To me, it doesn't make sense, Edison. Maybe you can explain it, but I don't know.
I guess maybe what they're going for is just trying to disrupt it enough to where they can't get a shot up. But from this distance, I think any cross would have to be high enough to where it would clear over any defender. But, yeah, I'm not really sure. This Schofield will send it in up for Carlin, and it's going to be out for a corner.
And seeing Charles Noldie grow up throughout the years, he's a warrior. I mean, he'll fight through anything. You see him there cramping up a little bit, but he's really going to do anything he can to stay in this game even if he cramps.
There's big substitutions on here.
Matt Sovich to take the corner.
Sovich sends it in. Nobody home, but it will be sent out for yet another corner.
Sovich again to try the corner. Little banter there with Joshua Parker.
Yeah. So he sends it in near post.
We'll do it again.
Looked like he was trying to get it to DeCosmo there. As you see, members of the football team coming in now from their practice. It's the JV squad, but Sovich sends it in again.
A little miscue there from Matt. Third time was not the charm there.
DeCosmo, really nice turn as he gets it to Bleacher. Bleacher, Carlin. That is going to be a foul. Now some members of the varsity football team coming in.
As free kick coming now for the Cougars. They send it into the box, but really nice job there from Dougie Boardman.
Yeah, good work from Dougie to scoop that up.
Now you see some of the mountain bikers piling in too.
Just all the athletes.
Yeah. Here's going to be a throw now for Collegiate. Here's Sovic in the clear, but just couldn't get that good first touch. That was about all he needed for the goal.
Yeah, and Saints' adjustments from Coach Wood really seem to have made the difference here in the second half. I feel like they've really maintained the possession and done a great job defensively as they have throughout the game. But, I mean, again, it speaks to Coach Wood and his success as the head coach in this varsity soccer program. I mean, it speaks to why we were state champs last year. I mean, it's impressive what Coach can do and how he can control his players and make the necessary adjustments to get the Saints in a position like this with up 2 goals with a few left.
Bleacher, his football team.
Football team just notified that there was not a lift today, so they're going to be out to support as soon as possible. They're hyped about that.
Yeah. After, I believe the game starts at 5:30. You guys should go try to catch the St. Catherine's volleyball. They're taking on Collegiate. And that's going to be a blackout if anyone wants to go show up.
Yeah, that'll be a fun environment. Haven't really had student sections in the Kinney Center in the past, but St. Catherine's girls did a great job promoting, and I think there's a lot of student buy-in from St. Chris, so it'll be a fun time over there at St. Catherine's.
Some really nice technical ability there from Bleacher to spin 2 men. As here's a shot. Wow. Really great defense from the Saints as they get the deflection. This is a poor tackle in the box by, I believe it was Grayson DeCosmos. He missed and nearly got the legs and conceded the penalty, but Saints do survive that, and it will be a corner now.
Great athleticism there. It looks like Beckett Schofield on the end there. Showing his bounce.
As that's going to be in the back of the net. Oh no, it will be off the side, excuse me. Tough to see from up here, but initially I thought it was off the side of the net, then it looked like it went in the back, but.
Yeah, some mixed reactions from the crowd as well.
This really nice technical ability there. But it'll be a throw now, or excuse me, a corner now for Collegiate. So trying to look to break through here. Still down 2-0 up into the 70th minute as time is winding down for them. Corner taken. Header going to be cleared off the line, and that shot's over the bar.
really nice work from St. Christopher's to keep that one out.
Yep, and Saints get away with one at the very end there from George Cope. It looked like he had an open goal and put a good stroke on it. Just over the bar.
As that ball is going to be exchanged by the two goalkeepers. That ball launched off the scoreboard, then into the crowd. The deflection, and St. Christopher's is unforced error there from Tom Myers. As Parker had space, but just a poor pass, and does lead to a Saints throw.
Tyler Overstreet throwing it in. Tom Myers gets a head on it. Collegiate had a hard time at advancing past this Saints defense really throughout the game, but especially here in the second half. Trying to work it on the outside there. Dougie Boardman, good work. So Dougie to boot things. Here it is. Not really intended for a Saint, but intended to advance. Charles Noldy with a 1-on-3 here. Attempt there from Winston Evans to no avail. That one intended for Stalker, but again, Collegiate will get ahead on it. Overstreet getting things to the middle. Good move there from Quentin Sullivan. He's looking for the cross. Backside, just over the goal. That's Winston Evans again. Good idea from Sullivan on the cross. Cougars have some momentum here on the offensive end now. Looks like Boardman slipped a little bit there. Stalker to Carlon. Cade Cox tried to get that before Neil Meyer scooped it up. Bouchard with the header. Good work. Great ball there from Charlie Hudson. Campbell Stalker takes a hard hit. Andrew Scully there, and Stalker stays down. Going to take his time to get up.
Going to be recovered by Broughton. There's going to be an injury timeout, and we will take a break.
Boardman will scoop it up. Cougar's been a little more active offensively in these last 5 minutes or so.
This looked like Kehoe was pulled down, but no whistle. We'll end with the Saints throw in either way. Here's a good counterattack for the Saints. Cox in for Bleacher, but the through ball just a little long.
Yep, good idea there from Cox. A little too strong.
Here's another one. Jack Bleacher can't get there.
Cox.
I believe they will whistle Bleacher for an offsides. Cox would have had an open goal, but the shot was disallowed. As Boardman will recover that.
Saints coming in with 4 subs. Next at ball.
Kehoe.
Saints with the push.
Max Mumford.
Can take his time.
For Kehoe. Can't get off a shot.
It's one of the best pushes the Saints have had all second half.
Hudson for Mumford. Really nice first touch there. Kehoe again. Kehoe through ball was off. Really nice defense by Mumford. The Saints have numbers. Jack Bleacher cuts it back. Bleacher shot blocked.
Yeah, Saints, this is the offense you want to see from them. 2 back-to-back strong possessions. And they've got a corner here, excuse me. To Cosmo to take the corner. You can look for Kellen Welch or Jack Bleacher here on your on the near side. Two threats. Kellen Welch lining up wide. He's got the height and the bounce. So here's to Cosmo.
Grayson to Cosmo's corner, in for Sovic. Ball's free. It'll be cleared out for a St. Christopher's throw.
I've got a Hudson. Missed touch there from him, and Collegiate will clear. Entering the 81st minute here. Collegiate needs something fast. Header from the goalie. That'll stay in the box.
Bleacher can't get it over.
Almost a huge error from Collegiate Cooper, Thomas Word.
I believe he had to head it because I think it came off the foot of a Collegiate man, so it would have been a handball if he had taken that in. But, I mean, that's the only explanation, because if not, that's a horrible decision. Bashara to throw it in for Hudson. He has some space. Charlie Hudson.
Hudson, ooh.
Really nice dribbling there along the baseline, but we'll go over and it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars.
Saints defense really just needs to hold strong for another 6 or 7 minutes to really secure the win.
I mean, you never know. Even when you get into the 88th minute, 89th, this 2-goal comeback is still possible. We've seen it before, but
absolutely, and I mean that's what you look forward to in those.
There's a cross, and two men down for Collegiate as we will take an injury timeout.
Can we go back? Stu Chait. Stu.
Right, we're live. Cross in, it'll be taken by Boardman.
That ball to the corner for Nolde. Good cross from him.
And nearly a goal for Collegiate. The second chance will be put in the back of the net. The Cougars have life here in the 85th minute.
Rhodes Nooner with a tap in. Collegiate's got momentum. This is what you were talking about. This game is far from over. Just originated with that incredible cross from Nolde. Just out of the reach of Sean Argawal. And Nooner able to tap it in shortly later. So Saints just have to hold these Cougars off for another 5 minutes. You know Collegiate's going to give it everything they have.
Nice job from Bashara to win back the header. Cross in. There's actually a shot, but Boardman falls on it. Slips out of his hands, but on the second effort, he does corral it. Big stop there from Dougie Boardman. Saint is down. We will take an injury timeout and
This game is given a little bit of a throwback to the Trinity away game for the varsity soccer squad last year. Saints were up 2-1 in the last 10 or 2-0 in the last 10 minutes, and Trinity ended up tying things up in extra time. So we're hoping that doesn't happen again, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
that's a really nice ball from Bashara. Finds Bleacher. Jack Bleacher trying to put the nail in the coffin here. To Cosmo for Cox. To Cosmo to Mumford. Back to Bashara for Kehoe. Here's the run Collegiate's looking for. Just need to find someone to get that cross into, but Boardman with a really nice stop there. Potentially a game-saving stop. Saints here have switched their formation to feature just the one attacker. That is Jack Bleacher. Is running looks like what is a 4-2-3-1, reminiscent of Pep Guardiola at Manchester City.
We're approaching the 90th minute here on Massey Field. Saints up 2-1, but Collegiate has the momentum, and they're certainly going to have three or more minutes of extra time here.
Yeah, we've had a multiple injury stop, so definitely going to be a good amount of stoppage time for Collegiate. It's going to be Cooper Winston Evans to take this free kick. This Collegiate just looking for that goal to even things up here as we are now into stoppage time. Cross into the box. Head is on it. It's going to be up in the air. Battle for it. That's going to be cleared out by the Saints.
Big time stop there. Again, Nolde on top of that header. Very nerve-wracking play for St. Christopher's. And
great clear. And here's Cox. Physical disadvantage there, to say the least, against George Culp, as Collegiate does win it back. Bashara clears. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Cox. Time continues to burn.
Yeah, and this is where you see that sense of urgency from Collegiate. Just going all out attacking here, and it's nerve-wracking if you're a Saints fan.
If we see any free kicks or corners, you're likely to see that keeper come up as well.
I would assume we'd go into the 93rd minute or so, so Collegiate has more than enough time to get on the board here.
Nolde shot over the bar. That's the man Collegiate wants with the ball at his feet, and tough break for them is gets a good look but sends it over the crossbar. And Dougie Boardman gonna try to waste as much time as he can here. Schofield. Really nice clearances by this Saints back line. We're into the 93rd minute here. Nolde. Incredible job by Max Mumford, but physical plays Nolde might have pushed off. Taylor Jenkins. Long ball for Nolde. It's going to be taken in by Dougie Boardman. Seconds continue to tick off this clock, and while there's no official time when this game will end, the refs definitely do have that mental clock going. As Stalker will be called for a foul. Interesting that Collegiate isn't sending their keeper up.
Yeah, and you can expect this has got to be one of the last plays of this match. Collegiate just really going to pack that box here. Again, watch out for number 13, Charles Nolde, on the header. He's known for his clutch playmaking, so wouldn't be surprised if he's the man they go to here.
Sullivan sends it in. It's going to be out of bounds, but it will be a corner for the Cougars. Sullivan's corner. Off the crossbar as Collegiate comes within inches of equalizing here in the 94th minute. A beautiful cross from Sullivan, but off the bar, and that might have been the break the Saints needed.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. Quentin Sullivan just gets a perfect look at goal there, and just barely, just too much power there from him. Now in the 94th minute, and we'll continue play. Saints with the push.
Sovic. The 95th minute here. Collegiate just pushing for anything. Max Mumford has it. Hudson wins it back.
We're going to keep playing. This is just totally like last year at Trinity.
That will be staying with Collegiate.
I mean, you'd have to think it wouldn't be more than another minute.
There's been a lot of stoppage time, but if this gets into like the 90, 97th, 98th minute, that'd be pretty wild. Throw in Nolde. It's going to be cleared out, staying with Collegiate. So we are now into the 96th minute. Nice slide there. It's going to be cleared out. Luke Ryan. Carlin. Mumford is going to clear. This game is going to continue. Very generous amount of stoppage time here from the referees.
They want to keep it interesting.
As Luke Ryan has it now. Collegiate just scrambling, looking for one last chance. Carlin for Hudson. His cross. It's going to be off target. Was looking for Carson Stalker, and they're going to give the goal kick to Collegiate. We're into the 97th minute here.
Yep, and looks like the Saints sideline's calling out one more minute, so that should be all we get here. This beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
It's going to be cleared by Sutton Olison. And it'll be a goal kick for Collegiate. As
this is crazy.
As we are now in the 98th minute of this game. Collegiate just looking for anything. They came very close in the 94th as off Sullivan's corner, header was sent off the bar. As a foul will be called now. The Cougars, this might be their last chance. As a shocking decision here for Collegiate to leave their keeper back is, I mean, they have nothing to lose at this point, so why not send up the extra man? Once again, Quentin Sullivan, the senior forward, will take this free kick into the 99th minute of play. Collegiate with their last chance. Sullivan goes short. Cross in, going to be reflected out of bounds.
That'll stay in.
And that will do it. St. Christopher survives for 99 minutes, and they will take a 2-1 victory here at Massey Field. Impressive showing from them as they endured 9 minutes of stoppage time, and they somehow survive. 2-1 here is your final, as the goals for St. Christopher's, one from Jack Bleacher, one from Campbell Stalker, and things did get dicey at the end. They concede in the 85th minute. Collegiate had some close calls, and including a header off a corner that went off the bar in the 94th minute, but they do survive, and that will do it for us here at SDC TV. We thank you all for watching, and we might have a post-game interview. We will look to confirm that, but for now, thank you all for watching.